Hey everyone, I'm Colin here at etrailer. Today we have a 2018 Ford Escape, and we're going to do a test fit of the Thule WingBar Evo roof rack system. Now this roof rack mounts to the raised side rails of your Ford Escape. It's going to allow you to get your favorite accessories up on top of your roof, whether you got a bike rack, a cargo basket, or even a kayak carrier. One of the things I really like about this roof rack is that it's a lot easier to install on the side rails than it would be on a naked roof where you have to have the fit kit with the pad and the clamp to go under the door frame. Then you have to get the measurements exactly right. It's just, that could be a hassle sometimes. With the raised side rail one, it takes out a lot of that hassle. Now this roof rack's made up of a couple of different parts. Up top we're going to have our 53-inch Evo wing bars. We have them in black right now, but they're also available in silver. Just see etrailer if that's something you're interested in. We're going to have a nice aerodynamic shape to our wing bar. It's going to help cut down on wind noise and drag when you compare it to your standard square or round bar roof rack system. Now what's really cool is that to access the T-track, we don't have to take off the end cap all the way. We just have to open it up right there. Gives us access into the T-track. And what's nice about this T-track is that rather than having to pull out the rubber strip and then cut it to length for whatever accessory you might be hauling, you can just insert it through in between the two rubber strips like that, tighten it down, and then you're good to go. Now what's connecting our wing bars to our raised rails on our Escape are going to be the raised rail feet from Thule. Now these are going to have a nice rubber coating all the way around the clamp on the inside to help protect your raised side rails from any type of scratches or abrasions. I'm going to go ahead and open up the end cap. You're going to see we have our bolt right there. We do have an included tightening tool to get it secure. It's going to just basically sandwich around the raised rail like so. Once you get it all tightened down, you have your end cap on. We are going to have these plastic pop locks, which we can replace with Thule lock cores, which are sold separately here at etrailer.com. And that's just going to give you more security for your roof rack. Now we'll go ahead and give you guys a few measurements. First we're going to go from the top of our roof to the bottom of our wing bar. That's going to be roughly 2¼ inches, so that you do have plenty of space under the wing bar to be able to get your clamp-on accessories under without risking damaging the paint job on top of your roof. Now we're going to go from the top of our roof to the top of our wing bar, and that's going to be 3½ inches. So that, keep in mind that's how much space you've added to the top of your roof for any low clearance situations. We're also going to have a 220-pound weight capacity for this wing bar setup, which is a step up from their previous load bars. That's more than enough weight to be able to get your favorite accessories on top of your roof and secured. Now that we've gone over some of those features, we'll go ahead and show you how to get it installed. Now we have our front crossbar assembled and installed already. The rear one's going to install and assemble the exact same way. We got it partially assembled already. Like I said, it's very easy to do. All we're going to do is flip over the crossbar. We're just going to need to take the end cap off of this side. Just push down on that button and pull the end cap off. From there, we can grab our Evo raised rail foot. That little notch right there is going to go into the track. You can kind of see as I go. It's going to feed in there. You just slide it in. It can stay loose like that. We'll put our end cap back on. Now we can get it in place on our roof. We're just going to reach across and set the clamp on top of the raised side rail, like so. Now before we tighten anything down, we do have some measurements we have to make. Now we want to make sure we get the correct crossbar spread, so we're going to measure from the front of our rear wing bar to the front of our front wing bar. Now real quick, I do want to point out how we got our front one in place. There's no specific spot you have to set it. You can base it off whatever accessory you might be hauling that day. But basically, I just measured from the edge of my raised rail foot to that little line right there of the raised side rail. Just made sure it was even on both sides. So from here, I'm going to measure, like I said, front bar to front bar. Just make sure it's even on both sides. There's no set measurement. You just do want to make sure it's above 24 inches. Now we're also going to go ahead and measure our crossbar overhang. You don't necessarily have to do this, but if you do want a uniform look for your roof rack, you might want to go ahead and do it. So we're just going to measure right there to the edge of our crossbar, then make sure it's even on both sides. Now with our included tool, we can go ahead and start tightening down our roof rack. I've already gone ahead and tightened it down as far as I could with my hand. Sometimes it's just a little bit quicker to do. But from here, just use our included tool, tighten it down all the way. Now what's really cool is that as I tighten this down, so as the clamp is securing onto the raised side rail, the clamp on the inside of the track in there is also securing, so the crossbar is not going to move at all, so you're not going to have to worry about it shifting at all while traveling. Now the tool is also going to let you know when to finish tightening it up. Once you hear that audible click, you know it's torqued to the correct specification. We'll go ahead and do this on the other side as well. Now with all that secure, we're just going to put our end caps on. You do also want to make sure everything is secure, so we're just going to grab a hold of our rack, shake it around a bit. If you see your vehicle moving while you're shaking the roof rack, you know you're good. You're ready to load up your favorite Thule accessories and then hit the road. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for our test fit of the Thule WingBar Evo roof rack system on our 2018 Ford Escape.